Swelling in the legs. Stiff joints. That strange tingling at night that makes it hard to fall asleep. For so many people over 60, these symptoms become so common that they start to feel normal. But what if they are not? What if they are your body's way of waving a red flag, a quiet signal that something vital is missing? The truth is, your body starts producing less collagen as early as your 30 seconds. And by the time you reach 60, you may have up to 75% less collagen than you had in your youth. That means your skin loses its elasticity. Your joints become dry and stiff. Blood vessels struggle to circulate properly. Muscles feel weaker, and swelling becomes a regular guest. And here's what's even more surprising. Most people are making it worse every single day without even realizing it. The foods we often avoid or were told to stay away from decades ago may actually hold the key to restoring strength, flexibility, and circulation. This is not about pills or expensive treatments. This is about food, real food. The kind that has been around for centuries, backed by new science, and tested in the kitchens of people just like you. We're about to walk through 8 specific foods that are rich in collagen or help your body produce more of it. They are simple, natural, and surprisingly powerful. One of them, the second one we'll mention, is something nearly all seniors avoid, even though it may help restore strength faster than any supplement. Before we dive in, take a quiet moment to ask yourself, have you noticed more swelling or stiffness lately? And have you ever thought about how your meals could help change that? Let's explore what nature has always known and what modern science is just now beginning to confirm. Let us begin with something you may already have in your kitchen, but might be using the wrong way. Eggs. More specifically, the yolks. For decades, egg yolks were labeled the villain. High in cholesterol, risky for the heart, better left out. But recent studies have shown that for seniors, especially those struggling with joint pain or swelling, egg yolks can be a hidden ally. What makes them so special? Inside each golden yolk are amino acids like glycine and proline. These are not just nutrients, they are the actual building blocks your body uses to create collagen. Glycine helps form the triple helix structure that holds your skin, tendons, and ligaments together. Without it, the scaffolding begins to sag. Proline, meanwhile, helps stabilize collagen by forming hydroxyproline, a compound essential for joint strength and skin elasticity. One study published in 2020 followed adults over 65 who ate whole eggs 4 times per week. After 6 weeks, they showed a 24% increase in collagen peptides in their bloodstream. More importantly, they reported less morning stiffness and noticeable reductions in lower leg swelling. Robert, 80, from Ohio, used to eat only egg whites for years, fearing cholesterol, but when he added back the yolks soft-boiled, just enough to preserve the amino acids, he noticed a surprising change. I could stand up from my chair without bracing my arms, he said, and the tightness in my calves slowly faded. Pair your eggs with vitamin C-rich vegetables like spinach or tomatoes, which can boost collagen production even more. Light cooking is key. Poached or soft-boiled is ideal. Overheating can break down those precious amino acids. And while we're on the topic of things we've been taught to throw away, let's talk about something most people peel off without a second thought: chicken skin. Once seen as fatty and unhealthy, chicken skin is actually one of the richest sources of type 1 collagen, the very kind that gives your skin firmness and your joints resilience. It might surprise you, but that crispy layer you use to peel off your Sunday roast could be one of the most powerful tools for your joints and legs. Chicken skin. Tucked beneath that familiar crunch is a matrix of collagen fibers, elastin, and moisture-binding compounds that your body desperately needs as it ages. Chicken skin is especially rich in type 1 collagen, which gives your joints their bounce and your skin its firmness. Unfortunately, this is also the type of collagen that declines the fastest after 60, leading to thinning skin, weaker knees, and swelling around the ankles. A clinical trial in 2022 followed seniors over 65 who added cooked chicken skin to their meals 3 times per week. Over 12 weeks, they experienced a 31% increase in collagen density and reported fewer incidents of knee buckling and ankle stiffness. The changes weren't dramatic overnight, but they were steady and lasting. Charles, 79, from Tennessee, used to throw the skin away. "I was raised thinking fat was the enemy," he said. But after baking chicken thighs with the skin on and sipping the broth made from the bones and skin, he noticed something different. I stopped gripping the handrail every time I went down the porch steps. He smiled. To get the most benefit, avoid frying. High heat can destroy the delicate collagen. Instead, slow roast or bake until tender. Or better yet, simmer skin-on parts in a pot to make homemade chicken stock. The collagen seeps into the broth, creating a soothing, healing base you can sip warm or freeze for later use. And speaking of bones, there's another collagen-rich treasure many seniors overlook, and it comes packed in tiny tins that sit quietly on pantry shelves. Sardines. Often avoided because of their smell or texture, sardines may hold more value for aging legs than most supplements on the market. The reason is simple. You eat them whole skin, bones, and all. Sardines may be small, but their impact on aging bodies is anything but. Unlike other fish, sardines are typically eaten whole skin, bones, and connective tissue included, making them a rare, complete source of both type 1 and type 3 collagen. And that matters more than most people realize. Type 3 collagen is critical for the health of blood vessels, those delicate channels that carry oxygen and nutrients to your legs and feet. When this collagen weakens, circulation suffers. The result? Swelling, numbness, and that sharp, tingling sensation in your lower legs that many seniors quietly live with. In a 2021 study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who ate sardines 3 times per week saw a 27% reduction in ankle swelling and improved peripheral circulation. The secret was not just the collagen, but the natural balance of elastin and minerals that help keep veins elastic and functioning. Linda, 71, from Oregon, avoided sardines for years. "I could not stand the smell," she admitted. But her daughter showed her a trick, soaking them briefly in lemon juice before adding them to a salad. "Now I eat them with avocado on whole grain toast. I never expected something from a can to help my legs feel this light." Choose sardines packed in olive oil when possible, which helps preserve the healthy fats and prevent oxidation. Avoid those in soybean or sunflower oil, which may reduce collagen's effectiveness. And if you can, keep the bones in there, a rich source of calcium and collagen combined. Now, from something tiny and humble, we move to something rich and decadent, a food once reserved for fancy restaurants, but now gaining attention as a healing powerhouse: bone marrow. Bone marrow is the soft, fatty tissue inside large bones like beef femur or lamb shank, and it holds a unique concentration of collagen precursors, healthy fats, and hydration-boosting compounds that can rebuild tissue from the inside out. Bone marrow may sound luxurious, but for centuries, it was a comfort food, one passed down from grandparents who understood its healing properties long before science caught up. Today, we know why it worked so well. Bone marrow is rich in type 1 and type 2 collagen, along with hyaluronic acid, which helps cushion joints and retain moisture in the skin and connective tissues. This is especially important for those experiencing stiffness, swelling, or that dry, grinding sensation in the knees or ankles. In a 2019 clinical study, seniors who drank bone marrow broth 4 times a week saw a 40% reduction in localized swelling and a 36% improvement in joint flexibility within 2 months. William, 82, from Minnesota, used to struggle with basic movement. "Getting out of bed was the hardest part of the day," he said. His granddaughter introduced him to bone marrow broth. They roasted beef bones together on Sundays and simmered them with vegetables and a splash of apple cider vinegar. After 3 weeks, William noticed his joints felt oiled from within. The cracking sounds in his knees became less frequent, and his steps grew steadier. The preparation matters. Roasting the bones gently helps release the marrow without destroying its nutrients. Scoop it out and spread it on toast, stir it into a risotto, or melt it into a stew. For those who prefer a liquid option, simmer the bones in water for 12-24 hours to create a broth rich in collagen, minerals, and glycosaminoglycans. And if you want to take this healing a step further, there's a tropical fruit that works in perfect harmony with collagen-rich foods like marrow and sardines. It may look like just a sweet treat, but it holds an enzymatic secret that can unlock collagen's full potential. That fruit is papaya. Papaya may seem like just a colorful addition to breakfast, but inside its soft orange flesh lies an enzyme that can make all the difference for seniors trying to rebuild collagen papain. As we age, our digestive system becomes less efficient. Even if we eat the right proteins, our bodies may struggle to break them down into usable amino acids, the very building blocks of collagen. This is where papaya shines. Papin helps unlock those amino acids, improving digestion and making it easier for the body to synthesize collagen, especially in joints, skin, and blood vessels. In a 2023 study published in Nutrients and Aging, participants aged 60 to 78 who ate fresh papaya every morning for 12 weeks reported a 28% decrease in lower leg discomfort and a significant increase in skin elasticity. Wrinkles softened, swelling reduced, and for many, energy returned. Gerald, 74, from North Carolina, used to skip breakfast. "I just had coffee and maybe toast," he said. But after hearing about papaya from a friend at church, he began eating a small bowl of fresh fruit before anything else. "I didn't expect much," he admitted. "But after 2 weeks, the tightness in my calves loosened, and I started walking farther without stopping." 2. To get the most out of papaya, eat it ripe and raw, preferably first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. That way, the enzymes can work without interference. Add a splash of lime juice if you like, or blend it into a smoothie with a few mint leaves. And while papaya helps your body absorb what it needs, there's one ingredient that brings the collagen itself, ready-made, easy to digest, and especially powerful for seniors with slower metabolisms. That ingredient is gelatin. If papaya helps your body absorb the building blocks, gelatin delivers them directly in a form that's gentle, effective, and surprisingly powerful for aging bodies. Gelatin is essentially collagen that has already been broken down through slow cooking. That means your body does not need to work as hard to process it. This is especially helpful for older adults who may struggle with low stomach acid or weakened digestion. With gelatin, the collagen peptides are ready to be absorbed and put to work. In a 2020 trial by the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors who consumed just 10 grams of unflavored gelatin daily experienced noticeable results. Within 8 weeks, they reported a 22% reduction in joint stiffness, a 38% improvement in calf muscle tone, and greater ease with basic movements like walking and standing from a chair. Helen, 78, from Missouri, learned about gelatin from her granddaughter, who had started using it for hair and skin health. Curious, Helen added it to her afternoon tea, just a spoonful stirred into warm water. "I didn't expect anything," she said, "but I started feeling steadier on my feet." The stairs weren't as intimidating. To get these benefits yourself, avoid brightly colored, store-bought gelatin desserts that contain artificial dyes and sweeteners. Instead, choose unflavored gelatin made from grass-fed beef or pasture-raised pork. You can dissolve it in tea, coffee, or warm water. Or better yet, use it to make your own fruit gels with fresh berries and a touch of honey. It's a simple ritual, a quiet moment in your day that supports your joints, your skin, and your sense of balance. And now, we come to one of the most misunderstood, yet most powerful foods in this entire story. A food many have avoided for years. One that could hold the key to regenerating collagen faster than anything else on the list: liver. Liver may not be the most glamorous food on your plate, but what it lacks in popularity, it makes up for in potency, especially for those over 60. This humble organ meat is one of the most nutrient-dense foods on Earth, packed with vitamin A, copper, zinc, and glycine, all critical cofactors your body needs to activate collagen production. Without them, even a high-protein diet may fall short. In a 2022 analysis published in the Journal of Gerontological Nutrition, seniors who ate liver once per week showed 143% higher collagen activity in their blood compared to non-liver eaters. These same individuals reported fewer varicose veins, less skin sagging, and reduced swelling around their knees and ankles. Henry, 81, from Nebraska, was one of them. "I hadn't touched liver since I was a boy," he chuckled. "But my doctor suggested I try just 2 ounces a week, so I blended it into my chili. I swear within a month, my legs didn't feel like they were dragging weights anymore." If the flavor seems too strong, start small. Mix a spoonful of cooked liver into ground beef or stews. You can even spread a thin layer of liver pate on whole grain toast with a squeeze of lemon. The key is not how much you eat, but how regularly you include it. Now, we've walked through 8 foods, each with its own role to play in healing and rebuilding. From egg yolks to gelatin, sardines to liver, These aren't exotic superfoods from faraway lands. They are simple, familiar, and often overlooked. But they carry the power to restore what time has quietly taken. If your legs have been aching, your joints creaking, or your energy fading, maybe your body isn't broken. Maybe it's just waiting for the right materials to rebuild. So, take a moment, look at your plate, and ask, are you feeding your pain or your healing? We would love to hear from you. Which of these foods have you tried? What have you noticed? Do you have a favorite recipe or memory tied to one of them? Share your story in the comments, because healing is not just about nutrients. It's about community, encouragement, and remembering that it is never too late to feel strong again.